Today's video, we're going to be making some Mother's Day gifts. Right here's the idea. We're going to be hand forging a hairpin. This will be the hairpin part that kind of holds the bun, and then this will be the actual pin. And the metal I'm using, I left the tag so you can see it. You can get it at Ace for about $2.25, I believe it is. Just 1/4 by 1 foot stock mild steel. I'll be using, I cut off about 3 inches on one end and another 4 inches, and this will be the part that wraps around the hair that holds the bun, and this 3-inch piece will be our pin. This is the 4-inch part. This is going to be the part of the twist. Is going to be the biggest piece of our construction that actually wraps around the bun. And all I'm going to do is just taper down the edges, just get it to a point. So I've tapered both those edges on each side. Left the stock square still. Next, all I'm going to do is stretch out this middle piece from about here to here, keeping it square. Stretch it out just a little bit farther, make it a little bit skinnier, and then I'm going to round both of these sides off. I've taken both sides, I've rounded them off, I left the center square. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to twist the center, but we're going to do twists that go one way and then another twist that goes the opposite way. So to do the actual twisting, all I'm going to use is just 2 pliers you can get at Ace. You don't need any fancy tool to twist it. It's small enough metal that you can honestly probably just use your tongs. back up and we'll twist it the opposite way. So it meets right here in the middle. So for the first twist I use these pliers here. For the second part of the twist I'll use these ones just to demonstrate that it doesn't matter what shape, what size pliers you have. With this small metal you can twist with just about anything. So as you can see, you got one twist going one way, this twist comes in, and then goes the opposite way. Next what we'll do is we'll taper just these very edges here, just a little bit further. And same on this side. And then we'll put a little scroll in the end. Side just has a little scroll on the opposite side of each other. Next, we'll bend these edges in. On the flat side, we'll go in. This flat side will come in and it'll lay on top of our twist. Now that the hairpin part is forged, we're going to start forging the pin that will go through this loop and out this loop and hold the hair together. For the hairpin, I'm going to use these pliers again, like I used earlier, to twist the body of the hairpin. We use the same pliers on the pin. Get the hairpin, get back up, and twist back out of it. So you can see where I twist on the elbow. You twist a little bit, grab it on the top of the twist, and twist the opposite way, not pushing. Alright, so right off of the forge, right off the anvil, our two pieces slide in very well together. Doesn't grab anything. I can twist the piece on the inside, doesn't grab anything. Now with the pin part of our hairpin, like I said, the part that goes through the hair is still very blunt, not sharp. I usually sand this down on a belt sander. I don't get it very sharp. It's not sharp enough to puncture skin, but sharp enough to go through hair. Just makes it look better than having it just round. And the few ways you can do it is, if you do have a belt sander, you can use that. A piece of sandpaper will do just fine. If you have a little file, that'll do just fine. And even if you have a bigger file, that'll do just fine. So after our final product has cooled down, we can take a look at it. Still fits very nicely. We got our pin for the hairpin. Like I said, I just took that point down a little bit. It's not sharp, won't go through your finger or nothing. It all feels good when you run your fingers across it, nothing will cut you. The actual body of the hairpin looks good. Good curve. Like I said, that pin slides right through. Fits very well. Off camera, I forged another one of a similar design. Just to make one a little bit bigger than this one. You can see the size difference. So you can make these whatever size you want, however big you want, however small you want. All that really comes down to is what you're capable of making. And this one, I didn't grind off any of that forging scale or the scale that comes on after I've hardened it in oil. And this one I have. and I got that off by just simply using a wire wheel. I think it looks better with a wire after you wire wheeled it. It just gives it a cleaner look. You can see those curves a little bit better in both pieces. But either way will work. Either way looks good. It's just preference, your preference, or the customer's preference, or whoever you are making it for. This is just one quick, easy idea for a Mother's Day gift, or a gift for a girlfriend, or for your sister, or whoever. It doesn't involve a lot of tools. You don't need any power tools to make this, as I demonstrated making these two pieces. You can simply use a 3-ounce ball peen hammer and one pair of tongs and forge both of these pieces with some heat and a piece of steel. You don't need any tools to twist, grind, nothing like that. A vise does help, but if you don't have a vise, you can just take two. This metal is thin enough you can take 2 pliers and just apply force in opposite directions, and it'll give you the same effect. But very simple, easy project.